going with who? All I want to know is there a word from the Lord? Hunt your neighbor and say, I need a word. Watch this. Watch this. I got a leader call. He said, bring him here. Notice what Bartimaeus does. Then we come to the casting in verse 5. In verse 50, it says he casting away his garment. Would you hunt your play cousin and say, you got to get rid of some stuff when you come? Church folk don't know when to shout. Hunch him again and say, you got to get rid of some stuff when you come. You can't bring no dead weight in this church. Come on, y'all. You got to, Paul said, laying aside every weight and these sin. You got to get rid of some stuff. You got to get rid of some people. You got to get rid of some cliques. You got to get rid of some attitude. You got to get rid of some friends. You got to get rid of some junk. Hunt your neighbor and say, cast it aside. Cast it aside. You got to get rid of some habits. Because it's your habits that's hindering you. Oh my God, y'all missed that. It's your habits. Let me cut across the field here. Tanya, oh my God, the cry, oh my God. The call, the command, then he cast away. Now, watch this. It led to conversation. I'm in verse 51 now. I ain't going to lead the text. And Jesus answered, watch this. Watch this conversation. Jesus asked this brother what appears to be Torrance a silly question. Watch this. Jesus said, the man been crying out, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. Jesus said, bring him to me. They bring him to Jesus. He gives him an audience. And Jesus say, what you want? Watch it. Jesus said, what is it? I like to think, can I use my sanctified imagination? I like to think, Jesus said, why you been calling me? What you want? That I got to stop my whole procession to meet your need. Oh my God, I wish I had somebody in here to know he will stop his whole procession just to meet your, oh my God, I wish I had the right crowd. He'll stop everything he doing just to meet your need. Dan, I was praying about this. I said, why would the Lord ask this fella what he wanted? And then the Lord showed me. Because this fella in this text had already asked for two different things. And you'll miss it. Watch this. In the beginning of the text, he was asking for money. He sat by the wayside. Come on, y'all, help me, begging. In the beginning of the text, he was asking for money. In the next verse, he started calling out for mercy. So Jesus want to know, do you want money or do you want? Do you even know what you want from God? Do you want money or do you want your house note paid? Do you want money or do you want your car note paid? Do you want money or do you want your body healed? Do you want money? Because see, some of y'all think money gonna solve your every problem. Can I let you in on a secret? You got rich folk jumping out of bridges, jumping off bridges. You got rich folk taking guns and putting it to their head. You got rich folk going cuckoo for Cocoa Pop. And I stop by to tell you, money ain't gonna solve your problem. Devil, you ain't doing nothing with that $100 check you get. You think God gonna give you a $10,000 check? The book said, be faithful over a few things, then I'll make you ruler over many things. I gotta close. Sure gotta close. Sure gonna. I'm gonna close. Wait a minute. No, I ain't ready to close. Watch this. He says, what is it you want? Now the man gonna go from money, mercy, to the root of the problem. He finally got to what he really needed. He needed to see. I stopped by to tell y'all tonight, what you really need is to see. Because if God ever opens your eyes so that you can see what you need to see, then you ain't got to worry about who your friend and who your enemy is. If God ever opens your eyes so you can see what you need to see, you ain't got to worry about whether he the right one or not, or whether she the right one. If God ever opens your eyes so that you can see what you need to see, you ain't got to worry about whether it's going to work out or whether it ain't going to work out, because I remember when I first came to this church, well, problem after problem after problem. So I used to pray, Lord, change these folk. Change them, Lord. Change them, change them. And God said, no, you ain't praying the right prayer. What you need to pray is, Lord, open their eyes. Because if they see what you see, they'll change themselves. It's a fool who will see that he in a hole and don't try to get out of the hole. But you got to first recognize where you are. All you got to do is go home tonight and say, Lord, oh my eye. Come on, hunch your neighbor and say, pray, Lord, oh my eye. Wait a minute before you go home and pray that, though. You better be careful, Carrie, because God will start showing you folk that you never thought were your enemy. God will start showing you stuff. You better be prepared for some folk you think love you to turn out to be your biggest enemy. You better be prepared when you've been wondering about who've been going around here talking about me spreading all my business. When God starts opening your eye, I don't know about you, but I want to see. Somebody shout with me, I want to see. God, I don't care how painful it is. If anybody in my circle that smiling in my face and talking about me behind my back, show me. I want to see. And I promise you, I'll give a Negro your walking paper. I will get you out. Oh, come on here. I'll get you out of my life quick. Will somebody shout, God, open my eyes? He said, Lord, my desire is I want to see. Bartimaeus, in this conversation, first of all, he showed confidence. In other words, Bartimaeus said, Lord, I've been begging for nickels and dimes. Lord, I've tried everything and I've tried everybody. He said, Lord, but I really believe that you have the answer to all my problems. He said, Lord, I know you're able to give me my sight. I'm in verse 51. He said, Lord, I want to see. Oh, yeah. But after the confidence, God gave him a command. Preach, Betty Brown. Oh, the Lord said, yeah. Go now, thy faith has made thee whole. I don't know about you, but when you come to Jesus, you must come in faith. Because the Bible says without faith, it's impossible to please my God. Jesus said, yeah, I'm able to give you your sight. Go now, thy faith has made thee whole. My God, and then not only do I see the confidence, preach, Thomas, and I see the command, verse 52, but then I see the cure. Yeah, because the Bible said immediately the man was able to see. Yeah, and that's all I really want to leave with y'all tonight is if you really have been with Jesus. Yeah, you'll never be the same again. You cannot come to Jesus saying and leave saying. Because the writer said, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah, you cannot come to him with your head hung down and not leave with your hand hold up. Yeah, because I heard him say, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill. Yeah, from whence cometh my helper, and my help it comes from the Lord. Yeah, there's one more thing I see in this text about the man, and I'm going to let y'all go. The man not only had confidence, but the man showed commitment. Look at here. It says after he received his sight, the man said, yeah, I've been with Jesus and I'm staying by your side. Yeah, I can't understand how we can help folk time and time again. And as soon as we help them, they gone about their business. Yeah, but I stopped by to tell y'all tonight that if the church of God is good enough to pay your light bill, to help you with your water bill, to keep your house and your car, it ought to be good enough for you to hang around just a little while. Did you hear what I said? And I don't know about y'all, but I'm glad tonight that I can say, yeah, I've been with Jesus. Yeah, I don't walk the same old walk. I don't talk the same old talk. I don't do the same old dance. Since I met Jesus, yeah, there has been a change in me. Y'all help me close, yeah. If you're not too mean tonight and you're not too low down, take your neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, oh, neighbor, I don't know about you, but I have been with Jesus. I met the man. Y'all ain't saying it right. Take that other neighbor hand and say, neighbor, I met the man, and I have not been the same ever since that day. I've been rising, I've been falling, but oh, I know. All I know is I've been with Jesus and every day with Jesus. Can I bother y'all just one more time? Shake that neighbor hand again and say, neighbor, every day with Jesus gets sweeter, sweeter, sweeter. Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Stand up on your feet and give God some praise and high five folk and say, neighbor, every day with Jesus it gets sweeter than the day before. Every round gets higher, higher. Say yeah. Y'all ain't saying it right. Say yeah. Oh, oh. Sure been with him. Prophet, I sure been with him. Lisa, I sure been with him. I got the evidence. I've been with him. I got a crown. I got a cross. Because no cross, no crown. Is there anybody here got the mark of Christ? Anybody here love the Lord? If you really love the Lord, shout yeah! Shucks in his house. Shout yeah! Get in your best preaching voice and take your neighbor hands here one more time and say, neighbor, oh neighbor, oh neighbor, I've been with him. I've been with him. I've been with him.